Hi, everyone. So we are continuing with Unit 6, and you guys had some homework. So we are going to get started on our homework. All right, in this next hour. All right, good. I came on over. So we actually, for homework, we had the student book pages 78 to 79 and the workbook pages 72 to 75. We're actually going to start in the workbook. We're going to then go back to the student book and then come back to the workbook and finish up. So let's get started. Obviously, I should have moved myself. Okay, so we are on page 72 in our workbook, and this is just a continuation of Unit 6. So we are actually going to do some reading. We won't go through a lot of the pronunciation as we've done in the past. We'll do a little bit, but we have a lot to cover in this hour. So I will actually ask you guys if you can go ahead and use your barcode reader on your smartphone and listen. We will do that here in class as well, but let's first get started with our listening, okay? So it says here, read and circle the correct answers, then listen. So let's look at the questions first, and then we will make sure we hear the correct answers when we're listening to the story, and then we will do our practice reading. So the first question is, what does Ibrahim do early in the morning? So let's listen out for that. Number 2, what does Ibrahim do at 11? What does Ibrahim do at 3? And how does Ibrahim feel at night? All right, so let's go ahead and listen to the story.
Page 72, Exercise 1, Track 20. A day at the restaurant.
Ibrahim works at a restaurant. He is a cook. The restaurant is open Tuesday to Sunday for lunch and dinner. He works very hard. He leaves for work early in the morning. He checks the food and writes the day's menu. At 11 o'clock, he cooks lunch. He takes a break at 3 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, he cooks dinner. After dinner, he gets ready for the next day. He gets home late at night. He's always tired, but he's happy.
Okay, so that's our story. So let's go ahead and see if we can answer these questions. Okay, let's go ahead and circle the correct answers. Number 1, what does Ibrahim do early in the morning? So, it says here, this one is already completed for you. He leaves for work, right? It says right here, he leaves for work early in the morning. Okay, number 2, what does Ibrahim do at 11? Right here it says, so we look for the time. By the way, I want to say, when he was reading, he said at 11 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, at 5 o'clock. Usually when you see these times without any minutes, extra minutes, like 15 or 21 or something like that, when you see the 00, we call that time o'clock, but we don't write the word o'clock. We say 11 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It's also okay to say the time without using the phrase o'clock. You can say at 11, he cooks lunch. At 3, or he takes a break at 3. At 5, he cooks dinner. So you can say the time without saying the phrase o'clock. That's okay. There's no problem with that. But to answer the question for number 2, what does Ibrahim do at 11? Well, what are our choices? He cooks lunch, he gets home, he leaves for work, he writes the menu. And what's our answer? Our answer is A, he cooks lunch. It says right here, at 11, he cooks lunch. Number 3, what does Ibrahim do at 3? Well, let's see. He takes a break at 3. What are our choices? He cooks lunch, he leaves for work, he cooks dinner, he takes a break. So our answer is D, he takes a break. How does Ibrahim feel at night? How does Ibrahim feel at night? He feels sad and tired. He feels sore but happy. He feels tired and sad. He feels tired but happy. Well, let's see. It says he gets home late at night. He's always tired, but he's happy. So our answer for number 4, D. He feels tired, but happy. Okay, now let's look at the answer for the questions in exercise 2. It says, answer the questions, use the story in exercise 1. Number 1, where does Ibrahim work? He works at a restaurant. Very good. And you can see it right here. It says a day at the restaurant. It says right here, Ibrahim works at a restaurant. All right. The next question. When does he leave for work? When does he leave for work? By the way, hi, I'm up here. Okay. And it says here, he leaves for work early in the morning. So our full sentence, he leaves for work early in the morning. Oh, I did 2 at the same time. Okay. And then number 3, what does he do at 5? At 5, he cooks dinner. At 5, he cooks dinner. Number 4, when does he get home? He gets home late at night. He gets home late at night. All right, so let's go ahead and practice our reading. And I want you guys to just repeat after me. I'm just going to read it from here. And we're only going to do this one time, okay? So just repeat after me. Ibrahim works at a restaurant. He is a cook. The restaurant is open Tuesday to Sunday for lunch and dinner. He works very hard. He leaves for work early in the morning. He checks the food and writes the day's menu. At 11, he cooks lunch. He takes a break at 3. At 5, he cooks dinner. After dinner, he gets ready for the next day. He gets home late at night. He's always tired, but he's happy. Okay, good. All right, great. So now let's move on to page 73. And here on page 73, we see we have our word bank, we have our chart, and we need to complete our chart, right? So let's first look at our word bank. What are our phrases in our word bank? We have a break, a shower, breakfast, dinner, lunch, shopping, the children to school, to bed, to work. So now we have to figure out which one goes under eat, which ones of these goes under eat, which ones go with go, and which ones go with take. So we eat breakfast, we eat lunch, and we eat dinner. So up here, breakfast, lunch, and dinner all go under eat. We go shopping, we go to bed, and we go to work. So under go, we have shopping, to bed, and to work. And then we take the children to school, a shower, and a break. So here we say we take the children to school, we take a shower, and we take a break. So let's go back to each one. Eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner, go shopping, go to bed, go to work, take the children to school, take a shower, take a break. All right. Now let's look at exercise 4. In exercise 4, they ask us to complete the sentences. Use the words from exercise 3. So we're looking at these words and we're going to complete these sentences. There's a question and there's an answer. Question, answer, question, answer, question, answer. So number 1 is completed already. 1A. When do they, from up here, eat lunch? When do they eat lunch? They eat lunch at 12 o'clock. And we know what time because it says it right here on the clock. And you'll see there's a clock in just about every scenario. They eat lunch at 12 o'clock. So this one, number 2, what are they doing? What's happening right now? They're not eating, they're not working, they're drinking, they're, you know. So I think you see here, here's a water fountain. Here's a water fountain. There's a bulletin board right here. So this tells me that chances are they're in the break room. So if they're in the break room, then what are they doing? They're taking a break. So the question is, when do they take a break? And the answer is number 2, take a break. They take a break at 3:30. When do they take a break? They take a break at 3:30. Number 3, when does he, And if you look at him, what is he doing? His hand is on the door. He's dressed in a very nice suit, right? And he's inside the house. He's leaving. He's leaving. So he's probably going to work, right? If you think about using words from the word bank. So our question would be, when does he go to work? When does he go to work? And our answer would be, he goes to work at 8 o'clock. He goes to work at 8 o'clock. Or you can say he goes to work at 8 a.m. He goes to work at 8 o'clock. All right. And number 4, when does she, what's she doing? Well, let's take a look. She's near her bed. She's got on her pajamas. And here's the moon outside. I love how they have the moon. Here's the moon outside. And she is, so chances are she is going to bed, right? If we think about our word bank, when does she? And our question is, when does she go to bed? And our answer is, if we look at the time, we look at the time of day, she goes to bed at 10 p.m. She goes to bed at 10 p.m. Now you could just say she goes to bed at 10 and leave it so that you can say 10 o'clock, but she goes to bed at 10 p.m. All right. So that is these are pages 72 and 73 in our workbook. So now we're going to look at our student book. And in the student book, we're actually going to go over pages 78 and 79. Pages 78 and 79. And this involves a lot of writing. Now, this was your homework, so hopefully you've already completed this assignment. If you haven't, then go ahead and stop, pause the video. You can actually look and see what the exercise is asking for right here on my screen, and then you can complete the homework on your own, and then come on back for the answers. Now, the answers here, they will be your own answers because this is talking about your own schedule. So let's look at what the exercise says. First of all, we're going to be doing some writing. It says, before you write, what do you do in the morning, afternoon, and evening? Complete the chart. So they already have a couple of things for in the morning. Get up, get dressed. Sure. Now you're supposed to write in things that you do in the afternoon and things that you do in the evening. And at home, talk with someone, a partner or someone who can help you about your daily schedule. And they can ask you, some really good questions. What do you do in the morning? I get up, I get dressed, and you can talk about your day. I get up, I get dressed. So you should have written sentences or write sentences about your morning, things that you do, your afternoon, things that you do, and in the evening, things that you do. But just as a reminder, we did this video. I thought this video is really good because it talks about things that you do morning, afternoon, evening, and even at night. So let's go ahead and watch it again. It's very short. Oh.
Hi, my name is Susie, dressed in the morning. I wash my face in the morning. I brush my teeth in the morning. I comb my hair in the morning. I eat breakfast in the morning. Hi, Mom. I go to school in the morning. Hi, friends. I play with my friends at school. Yay! I eat lunch at school. I come home in the afternoon. I take a nap in the afternoon. I play with my dog in the afternoon. I eat dinner in the evening. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I watch TV in the evening. I play video games in the evening. I read a book in the evening. I take a bath at night. I dry my hair at night. I sleep at night. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. All right. So that's the end of that video. So we will pick up the next lesson and continue in Unit 6 on the rest of the homework. Okay? See you soon.